11 years since that day at Boise?
In some ways, yes. It seems like it's been 25 years, and in other ways, it seems like it was yesterday. So, it's one of those experiences that you treasure, and you also want a number 15 seed to beat a number 2 so that they can talk to that guy and not you.
Right. How often does it get brought up?
This time of the year, constantly. If it's not the 15 seed coaches calling, it's the media from the 15 seeds calling and asking this, that, and the other. The thing about like Norfolk State, Hampton University is right across the tunnel from them, so their reporters have been all over it.
What about the dance, or the lead room, whatever? I don't even know what you call it. How often do you get
the funny thing about that is my children don't remember anything, so they get a kick out of it. Andrew wasn't born yet, and Lauren was 2 years old at the time, so they get a kick out of watching that, and they can't believe that their dad lost his goal and stuff like that. But it's just one of those things. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't remember any of it. I remember the shot missing, the horn going off, and I remember the player picking me up, just saying, "I got you, coach. I got you, coach. I got you, coach." I have no idea what that's about.
So when the 15-seeded coach calls you and say, "How did you do it?" What do you tell him? What advice do you give a 15 seed to knock off a Goliath?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is you have to believe. You just can't be satisfied being where you're at. I mean, all 68 teams are there for a reason. Whether it be Western Kentucky that played exceptionally well late, or Norfolk State, who's a 15 seed, they're there because they're good. And the most important thing is to have a complete understanding that you can win. And as we went into that game, our guys believed that. We were experienced, but at the same time, they truly believed they were going to win, and we got beat in the second round by Georgetown, and they thought they were supposed to beat them too. That's the most important thing, is having that complete understanding.
When you're that heavy underdog, and I've seen it both ways, where you get late in the game and the underdog gets real tight, and almost plays not to win it. And I've also seen it the other way, where they start to believe that they
the other thing that happens is the crowd jumps on it. And I'm sure that happens. There's been a lot of close 15 seeds. I think there was one 16 seed that came really close, but yeah, it's very obvious that the crowd goes for the underdog, and that certainly plays into it. And I think that the higher seed, the pressure's on them. They're not supposed to lose to a 15 seed. And, in our case, Iowa State was not playing particularly well at that time of the year. They got beat by Baylor in the quarterfinals, and it was a good matchup for us right from the start.
What have you told these guys about playing the NCAA tournament?
Treasure it for sure. You just don't ever know if you're going to have that opportunity again to do it. Take the time to enjoy it, but also prepare like you're supposed to prepare. Prepare like you're going to win, and prepare your teammates the same way.
What did you think of Tinsley going into that tournament? Did he get guarded?
The crazy thing about it, with 7.5 minutes to go in the game, we went into a triangle and 2, and he wasn't one of the 2 guys we guarded. It was Foreman and Jake Sullivan. We left him alone because he wasn't a shooter at that time. Thankfully, he couldn't make layups either.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.
Good.